Good afternoon, Amber. Blooms on the hill. I am getting harassed by chickens. I'm planting out some sweet williams that grew from seed, and there's some already in here. These ones here are from last season, so I weeded all around them, and I've got these other ones to go out. There's some more that are little that are still in the seed tray that will need to come out here as well. But of course, while I'm trying to put these in, because I'm turning the soil over, there's two, and I'm pretty sure they're roosters. They keep coming over and then sticking their heads right in what I'm trying to dig, and then they start scratching around in amongst the seedlings, and they've just broken one. There's gonna be some dead chickens in a minute. This is the only problem of having these little chickies in here, is that they do scratch around, and then of course once you expose the soil and then put your seedlings in, which I'll be doing a lot of shortly, once they're big enough, then they start ripping things up. So, and I can't have them doing that because it's all things for spring, which are all things for 2 weddings coming up in November. So I can't be losing my stuff. Absolutely not. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing this morning. It is Thursday. I had a visit this afternoon. I don't normally have visits, from a lovely lady who's also a homeschool mum, and her daughter who has a little flower farm. She's 16, so I'd have to look up the name of her farm. I will mention it and probably put it in the comments so you can check her out. She's in Walkerville, so she's just starting out. So that's nice. So she just wanted to have a look at what I've got and the way I do it, I suppose. Tomorrow I'm going to be harvesting some flowers for the Bridal Expo that I'm doing on Sunday. So my niece is actually coming to visit tomorrow for a couple of days, so I might get her to work as well and help me. I got to get some foliage, some flowers. I'm going to do a couple of arrangements, one to sit on my table at the Bridal Expo, and I might have it sort of draping over, and something to go on the opposite corner but on the floor, and then I'll just fill up some bud vases, and I might do like a jam jar type posy. So I'm not going to do a heap, but it will still require a harvest tomorrow, and I've got to go get some foliage as well. So I'll get a bit of eucalyptus from down around my dam, but I also want to get some wattle, which is quite a good filly type foliage for these two, like the table arrangement, which I think I'll do on some floral foam, that evil stuff, but it's just going to make it a lot easier for me. So Bridal Expo is at Lardner Park, which is south of Warragul, and it's quite a big area. Like they've got a convention centre, and anyway, it's a good spot for it. Got to be there at 8 in the morning. It starts at 10, but between 8 and 9:45 is set up, so I shouldn't take that long to set up. But and then I'm there till 3, so that's Sunday. So meanwhile, I'm just planning some stuff. Hi, I'm back. It's Friday. I'm on the side of the road. I'm going to pillage some wattle, so I've parked on the other side of the road, trying to be strategic. I've been looking at this wattle for ages, and anyway, I need some for this Bridal Expo, so I'm being very careful and very quick. Alright, I'm going down to my dam area, and I'm going to get some eucalyptus foliage. So I don't need an awful lot. It's just these 2 arrangements that I'm going to do, one for the table and one for the ground. So I've got the wattle, which will really fill it out, and that's a really nice colour. That the brides love that grey, greeny, sage green colour. So that wattle, it's very fluffy, and it fills out nicely, and it's sort of like a background foliage, and then you put your eucalyptus in front of it, which, because the eucalyptus doesn't take up a lot of space, so it does stand out well against the background of the wattle. So if you haven't used wattle, it's certainly worth it. It's actually hard to find. I've got like a massive bush area over the back of our back 100 acres, and there's no wattle trees over there. Anyway, I managed to pilfer some from the side of the road, which is actually quite a big wattle, so that's good. So we'll just get this gum. This is my little gum that I like to cut off. It's not a massive tree, it's getting up there. Certainly I can't reach the top stuff, but it's nice tender stuff down here. I don't like this area. Jack's over there having a wander around. It's a very snaky kind of an area. It's very boggy, sort of wet. There's my cows. Roxy's just up there. You can see my little Jersey cow. Right, I've got my foliage. So now I'm going to have a look and see what dahlias I've got. And I will try and go for a colour theme that might include these Carlos watermelons and go more the pinky, peachy sort of tones, I think, for my main arrangements. And then bud vases will be a bit of mix of everything, but I'll try and stick to the same colour theme. It just depends what I've got that's actually flowering, really. But I've got cosmos and I've got some zinnias. There could be a little bits and pieces in the garden too for a little bit of interest. So we'll just meander around and pick some stuff. So I'm sort of going pink, orangey, yellow, white, peachy sort of shades. And it doesn't matter if I've got, like, this one's got a short stem, probably a bit too short, but short little stems, doesn't matter, because those things can go into the arrangements that'll sit on the table and the bud vases and stuff. So I should be able to work with all those little bits and pieces. This is one that I grew from seed last year and I kept it. Named this one after my daughter. It's really pretty. Okay, I've finished cutting, I think. So I've got dahlias in the shades I want, and I've got a little scabiosa, I've got cosmos, apricot one, as well as some various whites, and I've got more dahlias, zinnias over here, and then I've got some little bits of feverfew. It doesn't matter if things are short because there's bud vases. One chrysanthemum, it's like a snapdragon, and some sedum. So it doesn't matter if things are short because they're going into like a floral foamy type thing. And someone's mowing the lawn. My husband's mowing the lawn. So it doesn't matter, there'll be things put into a low arrangement plus bud vases, so that's okay. Here's the other thing I got today. I got two of these. They're like collapsible crates. So someone gave me the idea. I can't do this with one hand. Just bear with me while I do this. Someone gave me the idea to plant ranunculus in pots so I can move them around, because they get too hot and then they don't last. And I'm going to be planting mine in May, which is 2 months later than normal, because I'm going to see if I can get them through to till November when I've got these weddings. So I thought I might try putting them in these crates, and then I can move them around into the shade if it gets too hot. So thanks to whoever's idea that was. And then I can use these crates to carry around buckets of flowers if I've got, taking things to weddings or whatever. So it was about $24, $25. So they're not outrageous. I got them from Bunnings. Don't like big hardware stores, but that's where I got them. So anyway, they're going to be good. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm just giving Rainbow some hay. There she is. It's really windy, so I won't be outside a lot today. I've got to do flowers, put the flowers together today for tomorrow for this Bridal Expo. I'm starting on this thing. See how lovely and fluffy wattle is? So that should take up, if I jam it in here, into the floral stuff, floral foam. See how it just takes up like a lot of space, and it's nice and fluffy. And then the eucalyptus in front of that, you'll notice the eucalyptus a lot more. And this just fills in the background and fills out a lot of space. So highly recommend wattle. It's good. Right, I've got the wattle behind, and then there's the eucalyptus in front. So there's not a great deal of eucalyptus. It's actually two big bits that had like lots of sprays off it, but it's sort of covered that wattle, and then you've just got these little wispy bits coming out the back. But that dense wattle behind, because it's individual sprigs of eucalyptus, you just have to use so much of it to really fill it. Anyway, I'm going to start chucking some flowers in there and then pudge it out with foliage as well, because I don't have a huge amount of flowers here. There are more out in the garden. This is the benefit of being the flower farmer and the florist, as you can always go and look for more stuff. So keep plugging away. Okay, I've just put about as much. Oh, and I've leaned on my washing machine. It's very sing-songy. I'm trying to balance it up a little bit. Might be a little bit heavy with that white one on that side, but that will do, I think. Very bright and cheerful. So that didn't take me that long. The next one, which I'll do in this tray with my evil floral foam. Yes, I'll do it, and I just want to do it so it's like a low arrangement, and if I can get any of it to sort of drape a bit over the side of the table, that would be kind of cool. We're just kind of winging it, but I do like this colour. I think like it's, you know, the pinks are in there and all those pastel things that brides like, and some white and all that, but I do like little pops of yellow. I do like yellow and pink together, and there's some orange too, so it's just bright and fun and cheerful. And anyway, and then yes, we'll just keep plugging away at this. Not sure what this is going to look like, but as long as we can try and cover that tray up a bit. Anyway, but people will be looking sort of down on it, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. Okay, so I've put the wattle around the edges. You see, it's covered up that pink tin. The back, I'm not going to worry about as much. I will put a little bit of foliage around, but I won't have it so it's coming out quite so far. So just to cover that, but this will be the front. Right, got the eucalyptus on, and I'll probably put more. I just want this to be like low, so we'll just shove some flowers in and see what happens from there. Okay, I think I've finished this. Comes a point where you can just over add stuff. I think that'll do. It'll match with the other. I'll put them together. Hang on. There we go, those two. I think this actually needs a flower down here. I'll just add that. Yeah. All right, well, that's probably better, I think. I might just leave it and think about it. I've done a vase thing. I've put it in the smaller one, and I'm wondering about just having these Penhill watermelons displayed in a bigger vase. Maybe not that one. Maybe something that's going to hold them more upright, so with a smaller neck. Anyway, I'll have a fiddle around, but I do like, these would just be nice on their own because they're just so spectacular. So hopefully they still look like this tomorrow. That's everything done that I wanted to arrange, and I still have plenty of flowers left that are going to do bud vases, and I will think of something for those to go in to look really groovy on the table. And I'm not too sure I've got long enough flowers to stand up in these crates. I'm going to get rid of that foliage, but just think about what I'm going to do, how many I'm going to take out of this for those bud vases. I don't want to take too much, but you know, the excess could just sit in there and look nice. So I don't think I'll have to pick any more. Okay, I picked some more dahlias to go in there. So that's full. I think that looks nice. I think that'll look nice on the floor, and all of this up here on the table, which will look nice as well. And then this stuff is for the bud vases. So we can relax now and just make sure that I've got bits and pieces packed. I think I've got everything, really. So I've got snips. I might take my compost bucket as well. So empty that out and take that, so that if I have any rubbish, maybe I'll take a smaller one. But yeah, so I can at least get rid of stuff. I've just had a couple of ladies down from Sydney have come and had a look around the garden. Oh, look at all my laundry. So I'm going to, and it rained on us the entire time we're out in the garden, but it's not raining now. I'm going to take all these bits gradually down to my hay shed and take photos of them with my good camera and my phone, so that you can remember, put everything on social media. That's your advertising. Do all of that. And I think I need a cup of tea. So all that's left now, I've taken photos of everything over there. I even carted my crate down, take photos in my hay shed on the wall bales, taking photos of everything. So I think I've got everything sort of right. So I might set up these crates. I'm gonna have a cup of tea first, but set up these crates and then sort of perhaps look at how things are gonna get packed. None of the flowers will go in the car until tomorrow, so I might just get organised with my sign and make sure I've got everything and put them in the car, and maybe make a bit of a list and make sure I've got things I need. Anyway, but yeah, mostly flowers is what I'm taking. And a notebook and pen and yeah, signage, flyers, jars. See how we go. It's Sunday. We're at the expo at Larden Park, so we're just setting up stuff now. I'm just filling up bud vases with water, so I'll show you what I've done so far. Our table, just filling up the bud vases. Got everything sort of set up. My daughter's just getting out the brochures. We're right next to the door, which is good. So good. All right, all set up. I think bud vases look good. Right, it's we've got everything set up now, and it's 4 minutes to 10. So they'll be releasing the brides in a minute, and then apparently it gets really hectic at the start. The lady next to me was telling me that these things get hectic at the beginning, and then it might calm down a bit. But yeah. Morning, it's Monday. Just a quick rundown. Yesterday was good. I did get one email from a girl with a whole list of things that she wants for her wedding, so to give her a quote. So hopefully we'll hear from some more people. But yeah, I mean, I've just got to give her a quote at this stage. She wants lots of stuff, so I got to sit down and figure that out. I'm just doing bouquets for the post office because it's Monday. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hope it was enjoyable learning about the Bridal Expo. We'll see whether it was worth it or not. Yeah, you can just wait and see. Thanks, see you, bye.